One reason that I continue to give back to the law school is because I know that there are students who are interested in public service and are interested in criminal justice, but there aren't a lot of careers that pop off the page in those fields. And so I love coming back here and talking to students about those opportunities and making them think about, or encouraging them to think about, criminal justice really from the get-go, and hoping that they won't take the path of least resistance and just go to a law firm because the employers are here. I want to encourage them to really do what they wanted to do when they came to law school, and for many of them that's criminal justice.
I think anybody who's fortunate enough to be able to give back wants to give back. And it's one of the wonderful things about our country in particular. I've done a lot of international work, and it's certainly my impression that the concept of philanthropy and giving back is deeply rooted in us. I'm not sure why that is, but I think it's a wonderful thing. So I have been fortunate enough to be able to do that. And then when you are in that position, at least when I was in that position, the big question was, how do you do it effectively? How do you do it so it has the maximum leverage, or a lot of leverage? And having a relationship with an institution such as the University of Chicago gives you obviously a very long lever. And I've always been interested in helping the underprivileged with fundamental issues like education and housing. And Saul Lovemore, when he was the dean, had lunch with me, I guess it was 5 years ago now, and I was having this conversation of how best to give to the school. And after describing what I was looking for, he described the housing program that Jeff Leslie was and is running. And it just sounded perfect, because I wasn't interested in supporting litigation. I'd done a lot of litigation. I think there's an awful lot of sand that gets thrown in the gearbox in the context of litigation, or can be. But something like the Housing Initiative does, which teaches students how to negotiate, how to be involved in public policy, how to handle complex financial and tax transactions and contract negotiations, all for the benefit of housing, to me sounded like a win-win situation. And it seems to have been so far.
My career has been founded on and assisted by and promoted by my association with the University of Chicago Law School. And, you know, we ought to share, if I can be generalized, we ought to share our success with the institutions that helped create it.
I give back because they gave to me. But I do think I learned how to be a first-rate thinker and analyst here, and so I'll never forget that, and will always want to be supportive of the law school as I can.